Planning a holiday in London? There are so many things to see and do in this city. Visit our website vidtour.com to watch more videos with all the tips for your London holiday. In the meantime, here are our top 10 things to see and do in England's historic capital. West End. This is tourist land. Here you can find everything from museums to famous sites and of course London's famous West End theatres. Buckingham Palace. Built over 300 years ago, the palace is the official home of the British monarchy. If you have not been lucky enough to receive an invite to the Queen's Garden Party this year, then you will be able to take the tour of the palace for a small fee. Check out our special Royal London video for more information. The Tower of London and London Bridge. One of the city's most historic sites and the resting place of the crown jewels, the Tower of London is well worth a visit. See the Traitors' Gate, pose for a photo with the famous Beefeaters, and of course take a walk across Tower Bridge. South Bank and London Eye. This 2-mile stretch of the Thames is home to a wealth of art and culture, including some of London's most famous galleries. If the tide is right, then you can enjoy a walk along the Thames bed, and if you want to see all of London in 30 minutes, then take a ride on Europe's tallest Ferris wheel, the London Eye. Madame Tussauds. Walk among celebrities, historical figures and notorious criminals alike in London's original waxwork museum. Word of warning though, if you don't have the patience for lengthy queues, this one may not be ideal for you. Borough Market. Open from Thursday to Saturday, Borough Market is a great place to source a variety of local and international produce. The market hosts a number of events throughout the year, so it's worth checking the website for opening hours and more details of what's on each day. Hyde Park. Divided in two by the Serpentine River, Hyde Park is one of London's largest parks. A place for relaxation, it's the perfect way to unwind. Swim in the Lido, take a boat out on the lake, or even subject yourself to the opinions of whoever happens to be on their soapbox at Speaker's Corner. Trafalgar Square. Arguably London's most famous location. Iconic sites are in abundance at Trafalgar Square. See the lions, visit Nelson on his column. Just remember, whatever you do, don't feed the pigeons. Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. No trip to London would be complete without stopping by the Palace of Westminster, more commonly known as the Houses of Parliament. Overflowing with British tradition, this one is a must for any visitor to London. Wave to the Prime Minister on Downing Street and make sure you're in the area on the hour to hear Big Ben's renowned chimes.
Paris earned her name the City of Light during the Age of Enlightenment, when many visionary ideas were born. From the futuristic Grand Arche at La Défense, the 6-mile-long historic axis of Paris leads us back into France's grand past. The Arc de Triomphe, built by Napoleon, rises from the center of Place Charles de Gaulle and offers commanding views of the 12 grand avenues which radiate outwards like a star. Gradually opening into formal gardens and majestic buildings, the Champs-Élysées merges into the largest square in Paris, the Place de la Concorde. Just a short stroll away is the world's greatest treasure house of art, the Musée du Louvre. Once a 14th century palace, today the Louvre is the most visited art gallery in the world. With over 35,000 artworks, her most famous residents are the Mona Lisa and the Venus de Milo. But be warned, this collection of priceless artworks and antiquities is simply too vast to explore in just one day. Nothing says Paris like the Eiffel Tower. The Iron Lady can be seen from all over the city. However, nothing can prepare you for the moment when you first stand at her feet, or the views from the top that you will hold dear for a lifetime. Once a day's coach journey from central Paris, the Palace of Versailles is now an easy half-hour train ride away. This magnificent 17th century chateau welcomes everyone, from heads of state to backpackers. The River Seine runs right through the heart of Paris, creating a natural divide between her famous left and right banks. Of her 37 bridges, the Pont Alexandre III is considered the most ornate, while the graceful Pont des Arts offers some incredible vistas of the city. Artists and photographers gather here to capture the light, while lovers attach padlocks to the railings, as if to say, "This is Paris. Now we are Paris too."
Madeira Dam is in The Hague, and with a train ride from Amsterdam and just a short tram thereafter, you're here in an hour.
The detail here is just amazing.
They even have the Shape Art Museum. This brings back memories.
Schwarzwald, or in English the Black Forest, is located in the southwest corner of Germany in the German federal state of Baden-Württemberg. The Black Forest is a mountainous terrain at about 200 to 1,500 meters above sea level, the highest point being the Feldberg.
To go up to Europe's highest train station at Jungfrau Joch at 3,454 meters.
is home to a 15th century version of a stadium's box seats. The golden roof in the Old Town Central Plaza is the city's main landmark. The roof of the balcony gets its name from its 2,657 brightly gilded copper tiles.
extravagant examples of Byzantine architecture.
Florence's cathedral, known as the Duomo, is one of Tuscany's grandest attractions. Begun in 1296, construction on the cathedral lasted nearly 200 years. The facade of the building was redesigned several times, most recently in the 1800s. The cathedral's dome, partially designed by Da Vinci, is the largest brick dome ever built. The Gothic-style exterior is dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Visitors can climb the 414 steps of the bell tower for a remarkable view of the city. Still active and open to the public, the Duomo offers daily services and guided tours.
Vatican City, capital of the Catholic Church, home to the Pope, owner of impressive collections of art and history, all contained within the borders of the...
Mainly remembered for the iconic scene from Fellini's movie La Dolce Vita, this is the biggest Baroque fountain in the city, rising 26 meters high and 49 meters wide. According to legend, if you throw a coin into the fountain, you'll return to Rome once more. Just make sure you use your right hand. Don't miss the Trevi fountains illuminated at night, as this out-of-scale fountain is even more impressive after dark. And finally, our last must-visit attraction is one of the world's most famous buildings, the Colosseum. It is a very popular tourist destination, so expect long lines in peak seasons and weekends. Our tip is to plan your visit in the late afternoon hours, which are less busy. This amazing amphitheater used to successfully host 55,000 Romans who enjoyed the competitions between slaves and prisoners. The shows used to run one by one until the ground became too soaked with blood.
In 1870, Rome became the capital of a newly united modern state of Italy. Shortly after that, the thunderous Victor Emmanuel Monument was built to honor Italy's first king. That's him on the huge horse. The monument, built to stoke the spirit of a new and struggling nation, harkens back to the glories of ancient Rome. In fact, if you want to envision ancient Rome in its pomposity today, imagine a vast city made of buildings like this.